Grok 3 just dropped, and according to Elon Musk, it's a game changer, faster, smarter, and supposedly miles ahead of its competition. But here's the real question. Is OpenAI in trouble? For years, OpenAI has dominated the AI space. They've had the best models, the biggest funding, and the strongest partnerships. But now, with Musk throwing billions into XAI and Grok 3 already beating GPT-4 in certain benchmarks, we might be looking at a serious power shift. So, is Grok actually destroying the AI market? Or is this just more hype from Musk? And more importantly, what does this mean for OpenAI's future? Let's break it down. To understand what makes Grok 3 such a big deal, we need to look at how it actually performs. According to XAI, Grok 3 isn't just an upgrade, it's supposedly 10 times more powerful than Grok 2. They've built it on a massive supercomputer with around 200,000 GPUs, all running 24/7 to train this model. That's an insane amount of computing power, even by AI standard. But raw power doesn't mean much unless it delivers real results. So, how does Grok 3 stack up against OpenAI's GPT-4? XAI claims that in key areas like math, science, coding, and problem solving, Grok 3 is already outperforming GPT-4. They even tested it on advanced benchmarks like the AIM math competition and PhD-level science exams and say it scored higher. That's a bold claim, but if true, it means Grok might be catching up faster than anyone expected. And then there's Chatbot Arena, a popular platform where different AI models go head-to-head in real user tests. Even the smaller versions of Grok 3 are already ranking competitively against OpenAI's best model. So, does this mean OpenAI should be worried? Maybe. But there's a catch, and it's a big one. For all the hype around Grok 3, there's one major question nobody's really asking. If it's so powerful, why isn't OpenAI panicking? See, benchmarks are one thing, but real-world performance is another. Grok 3 may excel at math and science tests, but OpenAI's GPT-4 isn't just about raw intelligence. It's deeply integrated into Microsoft's entire ecosystem, powering everything from enterprise solutions to everyday consumer tools. Right now, OpenAI has something Grok doesn't: a massive user base and industry adoption. Then there's the issue of training data. Musk has been vocal about making Grok more unfiltered and politically neutral compared to other AI models. But here's the problem. If Grok 3 isn't trained on as much high-quality, diverse data as OpenAI's models, it might still lag behind in general reasoning, creativity, or handling nuanced real-world conversations. And let's not forget OpenAI's secret weapon, their next-generation model. Rumors suggest GPT-5 is already in training, and it could launch within months. If it makes a big enough leap, Grok 3's lead might not last long. So, is Grok 3 impressive? Absolutely. Is it enough to destroy OpenAI? Not yet. But there's one area where XAI has a serious advantage, and that's money. If Grok 3 isn't enough to take down OpenAI yet, that doesn't mean Musk is out of the game. In fact, he might have the most important advantage of all: money, and a lot of it. AI development isn't just about having the best technology, it's about who can afford to train, scale, and deploy the biggest models. Right now, OpenAI is valued at around $300 billion, and is rumored to be raising another $4 billion to stay ahead. But here's the twist. XAI is aggressively catching up. Musk is reportedly looking to raise $10 billion for XAI, which would push its valuation to $75 billion. And it's not just about funding. XAI is also securing infrastructure deals, including a potential $5 billion partnership with Dell Technologies to acquire more AI-optimized servers. That means more computing power, faster model iteration, and a direct challenge to OpenAI's dominance. But there's an even bigger picture here. This isn't just a two-player game. Google, Meta, and even Chinese AI firms like DeepSeek are throwing billions into their own AI projects. OpenAI isn't just competing with XAI, it's in a full-blown war with the entire AI industry. And here's where things get interesting. Musk's strategy isn't just about competing, he's actively trying to disrupt the market. His next move? Open sourcing Grok, and that could change everything. If there's one thing Musk loves, it's breaking the rules, and his latest move with Grok could shake up the entire AI market. While OpenAI and Google are keeping their most advanced models locked behind closed doors, Musk is promising to open source Grok at least once Grok 3 is mature. Now, why does this matter? Because open source AI is a game changer. Instead of keeping the technology exclusive, it allows developers, startups, and even competitors to build on top of it. This is exactly what happened with Meta's Llama models. Once they were open-sourced, thousands of AI projects exploded overnight. If Musk follows through, Grok could become a foundation that accelerates AI development across the board. But here's the twist. Musk isn't just being generous, he's playing offense. OpenAI built its entire business model on paid access to proprietary AI. If Grok suddenly becomes the best open-source model available, it could undercut OpenAI's dominance by giving developers a powerful alternative for free. And let's not forget Musk's legal battles with OpenAI. He's already suing them, claiming they abandoned their original open source mission in favor of profit. If Grok goes fully open source, Musk could position himself as the one actually staying true to AI's original vision. But there's a risk. Open sourcing Grok might speed up innovation, but it could also help OpenAI by giving them more ideas to improve their own models. So, will this move be a stroke of genius or a costly mistake? That depends on what OpenAI does next. So far, we've talked about how powerful Grok 3 is supposed to be. But here's the part XAI doesn't want you to focus on. Grok still has major weaknesses. First, Grok 3 is unproven in real-world applications. Sure, it beats GPT-4 in some benchmarks, but those are controlled tests. The real test is how it performs when millions of users start relying on it daily. OpenAI has spent years fine-tuning its models for reliability, safety, and consistency. Grok? It's still the new kid on the block. Then there's the issue of training data. Musk says he wants Grok to be unfiltered and politically neutral, but that's easier said than done. AI models are only as good as the data they're trained on, and if Grok's dataset lacks the same depth, diversity, or refinement as OpenAI's, it could struggle in more nuanced conversations. And let's talk about adoption. Grok is currently limited to X's Premium Plus users and a separate web app platform. Meanwhile, OpenAI is everywhere integrated into Microsoft products, enterprise solutions, and third-party apps. Even if Grok is technically better, it might not matter if fewer people can actually use it. So, while Grok looks impressive on paper, there are still big questions about whether it can truly compete outside of controlled tests. And that brings us to the next point. This isn't just a battle between two companies, it's part of something much bigger. Grok versus OpenAI might be grabbing headlines, but the truth is, it's just one part of a much larger AI war. Right now, we're seeing a massive race between the biggest tech giants in the world. Google is pushing hard with Gemini, Meta is making waves with open source AI, and Chinese companies like DeepSeek are stepping up fast. And then there's the money behind it all. OpenAI has Microsoft, XAI has Musk's billions. But companies like Google, Amazon, and Nvidia are pouring hundreds of billions into AI infrastructure, looking to dominate the market in ways we haven't even seen yet. This is bigger than just AI models. It's about who controls the future of artificial intelligence. Will AI be locked behind corporate paywalls? Will open source models like Grok disrupt the entire industry? Or will government regulations step in before things get out of hand? One thing's for sure, this fight is far from over. So, after everything we've broken down, the power struggle, the money, the open source gamble, and the AI arms race, what's the final verdict? Is OpenAI actually in danger? Short answer, not yet, but the pressure is on. Right now, OpenAI still holds the biggest market share, partnerships, and real-world adoption. Their upcoming GPT-5 model could widen the gap even further, keeping them ahead of XAI. But here's the thing, Musk plays the long game. Grok 3 might not be the AI that dethrones OpenAI, but it doesn't have to be. It just has to start shifting the balance. If XAI keeps improving at this pace, raising billions, and playing the open source card to disrupt the industry, OpenAI could face serious competition for the first time. And that's the real takeaway. This isn't about one company destroying another overnight. It's about a changing AI landscape where OpenAI no longer gets to dominate without a fight. So while OpenAI isn't dead yet, this might just be the beginning of the end of its total control over AI. Now, the only question is, who wins the next round? What do you think? Comment below. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button, and also don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more of these kinds of videos. Thanks for watching.